You know, at Hublot, we always try to surprise our world.
Hi Watchtime Community, wir sind hier bei Hublot mit CEO Ricardo Guadalupe und wir sprechen heute über die Neuheiten. Ich switche to English. Hi Ricardo, nice to see
Hello.
you again. Congrats to the novelties. We've seen a lot as well. How are the novelties perceived so far?
You know, at Hublot, we always try to surprise our world, and of course, creativity and innovation is very important for our brand. And I would say that this year, the answer is really very positive because we have a mix of, let's say, high-end novelties with a lot of technology, but at the same time, we have also more accessible pieces in the classic fusion, for instance. So this mix, I think, is very well perceived from our retailers.
Great. What is your highlight of the new collection?
Of course, Hublot, we represent the art of fusion. So we must have innovation, particularly in materials. And sapphire is really one of our key material, which is not easy to produce. Of course, the watches in sapphire are quite at a high price because the manufacturing of sapphire is very complicated. And we come with a new color this year, which is water blue sapphire. So which is a world first in this color, like the blue of the sea of the Caribbean, or that's beautiful, with also a movement inside MP11, which is a manufactured movement, 100% manufactured movement. That's one of the highlights. Another one is again in sapphire, linked to Sang Bleu, our partnership with the tattoo artists. Is our third edition, Spirit of Big Bang, in crystal clear sapphire, which is also fantastic.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I saw it and it's the first sapphire with Sang Bleu. First, has the partnership evolved with Maxime?
Maxime, is already 2016 that we signed with him, so 8 years. In general, we try to do long-term partnerships, and we did 3 editions. Every edition had an incredible success, commercial success, showing that of course, inspired by the graphics of his tattoo from Maxime Buchy, and we go really in deep with the design of the tattoos, the hands, the case. And this time is the third edition. It's a tonneau-shaped watch with facets as well. So there is the 3 dimension, and of course to realize this watch in sapphire was really a big challenge, but the result is quite amazing.
We have it here. So
We have it here. We can take it.
yes. What was the challenge the most?
The most is really those facets, because sapphire is a very hard material, almost hard as a diamond. And to create those facets, you need a lot of machining, a lot of hours to be able to achieve this result. And sapphire is very hard, but at the same time can be a bit fragile under big pressure, so it can break. So we must find the right way to do it, because when you come to polish it, for instance, you need to put a lot of pressure on the material, and sometimes you can break. So you really have to find the right processes to do it. And after, I would say, I was saying the hands are really inspired. You cannot difficult to read the time, but when the owner knows how to do it, he knows also the time that you have on the watch. But showing that a mechanical watch today is not anymore necessary to give time. Is more an object, what it represents, and in this case, of course, is an object of art. Is a piece of art.
It definitely is. Did you talk with Maxime once you had the product finished?
Of course, he's really involved.
Yeah.
It depends on the partnerships, but some partners sometimes they are less involved. But in the case of Maxime, he's really passionate about watches, so he goes into all the details of the creation, of course, of the model. And even every time we realize a watch, he wants to see and to validate that everything is fine. So he's very, very much involved.
And you have a lot of ambassadors and partners you work with. How important are these partnerships for the brand?
Yeah, you know, Hublot, we are a young brand. So we don't have this history of, let's say, some traditional Swiss watch brand. So we must, again, try to reinvent the watchmaking art. So I cannot just produce watches like everybody, you know, Hublot, why you should buy Hublot. So that's why through those partnerships we've been able to be inspired and to create watches that are very unique, very different. You know, this Saint-Bleu, I think there is no other brand that makes that kind of watch. If when we do a Murakami watch, the flower, it's totally unique and different.
Yes.
So I think there Hublot have really invented something new to really have this fusion between watchmaking art and the art of the artist, and to do this fusion again. And it creates incredible timepiece, and at the same time, of course, the idea is that it positions the brand also at the level of the artist. So when you do Murakami, who is an international contemporary artist known all over the world, it helps also for the brand awareness of Hublot.
And you have also an important partnership coming up, the Euro.
Yes.
So what is there something you look forward to? Because I know you're quite a football fan, right?
Absolutely. So football again is different. It's a sport, but it's more than a sport. It's a social event. You know, the World Cup or the Euro. It's really going beyond just a sport, and is the most seen the World Cup, the number one, but the Euro is not far away. Seen event in the world on television as well. So this is more to create brand awareness. We don't really, we created a connected watch, but it's not, the purpose is brand awareness. In that case, is to make the brand known by billions of people. And of course, all these people, they cannot afford all to buy a Hublot watch or even a luxury watch. But we believe that when people know Hublot is a watch brand, is already something, you know, and they can aspire, they can dream about it, and some of them will have access to the brand, the youngest maybe in a few years, and some others. Still today, not all the world knows the brand Hublot, you know, but thanks to football, it has really helped. And we have been the first brand. It was in 2008 that we started with the Euro that was organized here in Switzerland and Austria at that time. So it's going to be our fifth Euro together with the UEFA. And the World Cup on the other side, we were in Qatar in 2022. We have done also many World Cups. So football is really brand awareness, and at the same time is activations. We invite a few hundred people to have this experience of football, and even some of our customers or some press or some retailers that we invite, maybe they are not huge fan of football like me, but the experience is really something interesting, because you know, in this case it's going to be Germany, so we will have experience in Berlin, we'll have experience in Munich, so in Dortmund, so that's the idea also, to have this experience, and this what we call now these Hublot vibes that create also noise, because all these people will talk about it when they come back home or like this, and this helps also to give this coolness to our brand Hublot.
And there's something you said in our last talk, which I really like, that it brings people together.
Absolutely, yeah, it brings people together. It's true. So that's really the good part, you know, of there are other sports, but the football is really specific.
Yeah, perfect. Let's come to another novelty, which I really like. It's the Big Bang integrated 38 millimeters. It's completely new, and it kind of can reach a new audience.
Yeah,
what is the inspiration
we have it here also.
behind?
We have been the creator of a rubber strap in 1980, over 40 years ago, and what we call the first fusion. And now you can see that rubber strap are used by many other brands. But we are not known for bracelets, and other brands some are known only for bracelet. And we believe that there is a part of consumer that maybe they want bracelet, because they believe that's what they like. Specifically, a country like United States, for instance, it's a bracelet market. I think maybe there 80% of the business is really on bracelet. Some other. So the idea is, of course, we keep our DNA, the rubber, we keep our DNA, the materials, and but we wanted to have an offer in bracelet. And I am in this industry since over 30 years, and to create a bracelet watch integrated is not easy, because to find a design which is a bit different from other brands is not easy. But I think that here we found quite a nice bracelet with facets, which has a lot of value. We use titanium because we want to be technological as well, so very light. And we thought that it can be a genderless also model, so it can be for men or for ladies as well. And after now 2 days, almost 3 days here in Watches and Wonders, we see that it's a very positive opinion about our retailers, which is I am glad, because it's a big challenge for us to sell, I would say, watches and bracelets. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ricardo.
Thank you.
Danke, und das ganze Interview findet ihr auf watchtime.net.